Welcome back to 843 TV. We have two new guests now. We have Dr. William Singleton. He is the former superintendent of Jasper County School District, as well as Kim Statler, who is part of the South Carolina Department of Commerce. Also founding members, many hats at this table again, founding members of the Polaris Tech Planning Committee. So we talked a little bit before about the concept of the school. Can you give us an idea? It's, I'm assuming, being built because there are plans for it, this winter. Where is it being built? Where is it located?
Well, we have searched the county looking for a site, and we finally settled in the town of Ridgeland. And we are right across from the airport in Ridgeland, right at the old hospital site, about a quarter of a mile down the street from the present Jasper County High School. The demolition team is on site now, demolishing the building. We had our grand opening on last Friday. We had a turnout that just was fantastic. We had an outpouring of business, political, educators, just all kinds of folks there. And we're excited about the building, and in a few weeks you'll see the building going up.
Wow, because there is a deadline. I think there's a plan for the school to be open by end of August for the next school year. Do you think you're going to reach that deadline?
We are.
I like that. We are. Very good. Very good. So the school's approach to teaching and learning is a lot different than a traditional school. How did you come about to that approach?
Well, I think it was a reaction to what the market was saying, right? So we had all these opportunities of growth in our region, from Charleston to Savannah. You have all these new companies coming in, and the question becomes, where's all the labor force coming from? And then it was a question of, what options are currently available in the Jasper County area for education? What are the opportunities, what are the gaps, and how can Polaris Tech be the answer to that for students that are interested in a different approach? So taking all that into consideration, we came up with a model that really is a realistic viewpoint of where we want students to have access to education and careers, and putting those together to create a successful outcome for our kids.
I think that's such a wonderful approach, because right now I think so many kids are looking at the expense of college. Absolutely. And wondering the importance, how does that fit in my life? I mean, can't I just go do X, Y, and Z without a college education? And I love the fact that you're building that structure in and explaining to them why and those opportunities and setting that path. That's awesome.
Yeah, we like to talk about every kid needs a path.
Yeah.
Yes.
They need a path, and they need a plan.
They
right?
do.
So it can't just be, I'm going to go to college. You're going to go to college to do what? Or you're going into a career for what purpose? And what will you make? And how can you support a family? So we have a very mature grow-up model at Polaris Tech,
That's great.
But we believe kids will rise to that if you ask them to.
I think they will too, absolutely, absolutely. Now, Dr. Singleton, you mentioned, and I thought it was a wonderful thing, that the community response seemed to be very, very supportive at the groundbreaking. Yeah. How do you feel with this technology-laced curriculum and career-laced curriculum? How do you feel that the community is going to resonate, and how do you think it's going to impact the community?
Well, we believe, and we talk about this a lot on a committee, that we believe this is a paradigm shift for the community. We believe that when the children of today understand the opportunities that are in front of them, and we show them through the career paths, that they will become the leaders of Jasper County in the future. And that we are a piece of that puzzle, but we believe that right now, kids know what they know. Right, and so if opportunities get put in front of them, then they're allowed to dream, and they're allowed to reach for that North Star that we talk about. So I think, I think we're going to look back 10 years from now, and I think we are going to be very proud of this school and the opportunities that we're putting in front of them.
Well, and when that opportunity starts here, I think the results will often end here, and that those children may very well come back to this community and bring that knowledge and expertise and make the community richer for it.
Yeah, and from the work we have done in the community, putting the pieces together, we see a connection in our community that we didn't feel that was here before. So people are beginning to talk. Polaris Tech, we believe, is going to have an impact on our entire community.
Share with the community some of the career paths that are going to be offered.
Sure, so we took a look at the market and the sectors that are growing. In my role at Commerce, I look at what sectors are growing across the state, Where do we need labor? Where are the quality jobs going to be? And we really created the career paths directly aligned with those sectors. So we have healthcare, obviously, information technology or IT. We have aerospace. We have business management, advanced manufacturing, and logistics. So those 6 paths will be our ultimate build out in our CAPE programming, but they're also at the highest demand in the state, also this country, but in the state,
right.
But they're also very good paying occupations for our students. So we I think it's exciting to see where these kids will go.
So, Dr. Singleton, I must say, your transition to the role you're playing now makes perfect sense to me. Department of Commerce to Planning Committee, how did that happen?
So, since 2011, Commerce has attracted over $22 billion in capital investment and over 80,000 jobs. So we have squeezed the market. Our success has squeezed it. So my role at Commerce as a workforce advisor is to come back and say, do we have the labor pool? So I came back and said, we have a gap. We have a gap in the skills that we are creating in the student pipeline and what the opportunities are. So hence my involvement in a school that's taking a really direct market look at what's needed and what's possible and matching that up with education. Seems pretty logical.
Yes, it does. Now that you say it, it makes perfect sense. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're very excited to see the direction that Polaris Tech continues to take. Don't go away. We're going to be back with more 843 TV.